was in the restroom. So there's this Twitch extension that shows allows viewers to provide feedback by simply clicking on the video on the stream. It's like a heat map, but it's I think I need people to actually use it. I don't. Can't just test it myself. I don't know. Seems like a cool thing. I don't know. Start drawing dicks out of clicking. I don't see what they can do besides just click, click, click. No, it's just clicking. Just shows a heat map. Are you gonna test this code? Contr Oh, it should just be on the screen. Like you just click on the screen, the stream itself. So yeah, there's like an option there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Um, right. I thought I did, but yeah, and it's activated. Set as overlay one. It's an activated extension. It's just. Oh, you gotta configure. Let me see. Oh fuck. Oh, there's an OBS BS. Okay. Oh, I gotta add it as a URL graphic. Oh, and then I guess it shows it on my stream. It'll be outputted from my stream OBS. Okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. Uh, no. This is the demo scene for the fucking road thing. I just gotta get used to know exactly what I gotta do before putting it on the a what? What is that? Oh, okay. I can open up your I can open up our scene, which is yeah. Yeah, I'm still thinking with the rocks, yeah, but yeah, so these rocks are scaled like 10 times and they're 10 times the size of their original thing. So like the base resolution texture was 2K, right? So these rocks would have looked like these rocks would look way lower quality, but since they're scaled out bigger because we will be using them for this type of thing, is to to cover big state east estates of space. But now these rocks are now in 8K, even though it's like yeah, you're looking from right here, it's like yeah, you can see the pixels, but you really can't get in. I mean, you probably can get better, but yeah, yeah. But these are good. These are not meant to be like these are not meant to be they're meant to be like literally meant to be mountain pieces. This wouldn't be something you would wanna. I mean, you can. That's the thing. Like everything is every s- every inch of this rock model is like collided. Like every nook and cranny of the it's not just like a box. Like see, I can't. Every little nook and cranny of this rock is of this mountain rock is just perfect. But yeah, this looked a lot more fuzzier with the 2K textures. Now it has 8K. And the file size is is still even smaller than the 2K one, which is crazy. I probably can get more detail out of these rocks, but y- uh yeah, it's just you don't simply just go from 8K to 16K, which is a texture. That's what the AI thing is supposed to do when to increase the make the texture still retain its like image quality, but not just scaling it, but up resing it. using AI. That's how I got these rocks to look a little bit more cleaner. You know, you're not supposed to be like, I mean, you can, but like this is still good by default. Like even in any AAA game, they're not gonna, yeah, they will go out of their way to make rocks like a bit more nicer looking, but this is more for like a decoration thing. You're not like, yeah, you will be platforming on it and stuff every now and then, but it's not something you're supposed to like, you know, you're supposed to see it from a distance like this. You're not supposed to, and you know, see this is just like this is fine. The shading on this is not fixed properly. That's why it looks a bit weird. Um, one of Yeah, the lighting is yeah, like look, even the bits of the fucking tree is um that's just 'cause the wind settings. The wind settings are making it so. Yeah, I can you can make these like tornado style like freaking flinging all over the place. Um it was a lot higher by default, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it was like it looked like fucking they look like flying noodles, you know. But but yeah, the lighting in this game is it's very nice. Let's see. Like I'm not even halfway. I can't even tell you how far I am from the. If I gave myself a little bit more speed, we could go to the other side. Um, is this the is that the player? Here, yeah, here it is. Sprint speed. Whee! Yeah, this is 3 miles. And you see the back like the skybox. There's not really a skybox because it's not it's physically based, right? So it's not using a texture. It's using real like stuff. So I did have to put real stuff in there. Like so I guess this is considered like almost the highest point. Um, from the Wikipedia or from the Google, it said it's like 600 and something meters from sea level or from ground level. So however much 600 meters is, then that's like the top point of whatever mountain. Like there's real names for all these mountain tops and everything from that. That's why I chose that place as a like it might look like fucking Minecraft right now, but when it yeah. So this would be the yeah, and like you see this is that's what the trees would look like from far away. And you see the drop it's not that many the tries and the verts is like it's not that much at all. But that's only with the few trees, and like the frame rates on this is really good. I'm running everything on like maxed out, like even the or I guess there is some kind of you can see the edges look like squares, but yeah, it's got yeah yeah, and this is the other end of the island. There's two ports on each side of the island, so that's why I yeah. So there's another port here with Little Town. Yeah, and yeah. See, they look bent, but this would be the other side of the mount of the island. So um, but what's really cool about this island design is that you know with the subscene stuff and loading and unloading things out of player view for performance reasons, since since this has a huge like mountain in the middle, from one side to the other, I could offload all the other visual stuff from this side if I'm like right here, right? So that's a huge performance game. Um, that's just the way that's just like the way that I would do it because how it's designed because you're supposed to try and figure it out yourself and come up with your own like way of loading data in and like assets in and assets out. But this is a great template island because with the subscene, all the shit on the other side of the island, it could just be all offloaded. You could have so much detail, but and vice versa. So, oh yeah, like dramatically, yeah. So once I get, yeah, yeah, I know we'll be saving so much resources. But yeah, then the real question comes: what happens if you're at the very top? Then what happens with the loading and unloading? I think it'll have to be like, I think it would be imposters, right? There's this thing called the imposter. They're called imposters, which is like a fake, it's like faking what it actually is, like a copy of like the actual thing. So instead of the actual object, it's just like a JPEG, right? Replica. Like it's faking what the original stuff is supposed to look like. Like that's what's happening right now with the trees. Right now you're not actually looking at pixels. You're looking at like a billboard JPEG. But from here you can't tell, right? Um, but I guess for the top of here, I just have to be uh which is fine because it's not hard to do. It's just I have to take it in because if you're looking from here, you want to see um all the real stuff that is originally there. So, but uh, but the way that games do it is that they fake it. That's how games do it, at least when it comes to this. But um, but there's other ways to go around doing it too for performance reasons. But it's just however we decide to do it. Still look great. But yeah, so there'd be a whole subscene there, and then there'd be a whole subscene up here, which would have all the original stuff. Uh, yeah, it's probably gonna be the hardest part, trying to figure out how to uh, yeah, but when it comes to the question of, loading, unloading stuff when you're on the trigger of this new scene, and then because you look back at the other stuff, it's not there anymore. So instead, it has to be like there has to be like fake replaced or yeah. There's so many ways to go about this, but yeah, I just have to find whatever is suitable. Um, for the grass and vegetation and trees and stuff, this store asset is probably gonna require it so we don't have to do subscenes for like all the vegetation and stuff, hopefully. Because it uses like that alone is just a whole nother story. I won't have to like subscene probably the whole like grass and stuff. I don't know. It really depends how I go about it. But yeah, once I start covering this in grass and more trees and more rocks, it'll look a lot more natural. And then some boats around, I don't know, so some houses with lights, and then but yeah, the road network too is what I'm trying to do right now. It's pretty decent. Because this is oh yeah, it's not necessarily well, it is a JPEG. It's called like a billboard or an imposter. It's still the same thing. Oh yeah, baking them, yeah. Um oh, just baking that's he's probably talking about baking lighting or baking the lighting. No, I don't know. But Maybe I can pull this road information. I wonder how hard. No, that'd be impossible to manually put on myself. And you do want vehicles too, right? Drivable vehicles. Oh, fuck me. I wonder how, huh. I mean, since it is technically based off of the real world in-game meters and real world, uh, it shouldn't be that crazy. Because if I start placing the roads now, then it has to be like proper like length and all that, which I guess it is. So I love to just get a car asset and drive around on here once I have the road made and see how that feels, even though it's not going to be what you're using, but to still give a feeling. Um, I'm using like a separate project. It's literally the copy of your project, but that's what I'm using to just throw in all this like experimental stuff for testing purposes. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking for that smite thing. Yeah, I mean the baking could be like baking is normally for like baking lighting, static lighting instead of real-time lighting, because real-time lighting is. But if there's another baking method called level of detail baking, which is you have a high poly mesh and then you just have a lower poly version of it and then you bake it into a lower poly. Maybe that's what they're doing. LOD system. It's probably what LOD baking. I don't know why it would why they would say that through a smite file though. That doesn't really. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense for at least for this like game stuff. It might mean some have a meaning for something else. Come on. Right. S- Spoof. Special person. What? I'm tripping out. It's not showing textures on these sides. It's so weird. What the fuck did I download? It's like it's reading the UVs are reading the fucking tan part that's not even textured. What? That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Because these people want to make money off their asset. It's like you can only use the road tool for like for the final like build like once, and then you can't edit it after unless you pay for the thing. But as a workaround, I technically could just export the height map of of the updated terrain. Just press Control Z and then yeah, I think I can have a workaround without having to. Because it technically still prepares the mesh data to contort with the or to connect to the roads. Yeah, but what's stopping me from just there's yeah, but there's nothing stopping me. Yeah, well, it's not that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a free version. Everyone uses it. There's clearly a workaround. If I can just, I should be able to just export that the whole terrain. Yeah, well, there's like 7,000 reviews for just the free version, so people are still getting stuff done. Yeah, it's got a sugar load, but it is working exactly what I need. It's just fucking stupid. So I build it? I'm gonna try it now and see if I can back up terrain. Yeah, no one's restricting me from shit. Yeah, I just export it. And that's all I. That's what I need. Hell yeah. You feel satisfied with that energy drink, or they just make me feel terrible? But yeah, but drinking so much caffeine, all that sugar, eventually, I know, but all the sugar inside of it as well is just. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, 'cause you don't, 'cause you like zero sugar. Do you drink Coke Zero? Yeah, that stuff tastes gross with no sugar. I'm just not a fan of fake sugar stuff or zero sugar carbonated drinks. It's also plant free, cruelty free, animal free, animal treated free. Um, also responsible for world peace and yeah. It's triple organic, whatever that means. I made it up, but still works. People buy it. Huh. Yeah, this is gonna be so hard to do. Fucking making this road, trying to. Yeah, no, it definitely does not help. Yeah, I do that too, and it's fucking nasty. But when you do actually make your own meal, like from scratch, it's it. Oh, good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's not it's not the greatest, but I'm talking like, a rice with like pork and
AC film? Yep. I like PHP as well. And I'm doing great, man. Glad to hear you're doing great. I did stop in your stream earlier. I just didn't say anything because I was super busy with work. I was in the middle of doing a class as well for Vue, Vue Java, Vue JS class that my work paid for. So I was in the middle of doing that while having your stream up. Use PHP for your website. Yeah, PHP is kind of nice that it integrates HTML into it. By the way, C Film's also streams guys. He does some development stuff and he does just quite a bit of a lot of things. Uh, Drop him a follow, and more importantly, uh, watch him when he goes live. Pretty chill and goofy at times. React is based off of PHP. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, React was based off of PHP by Facebook.
Google Map. Even that fan and windows open. Isn't it late at night? Doesn't matter. Yeah. What part of Florida? I guess it doesn't matter what part of Florida. I always lived in Southwest, but I guess it doesn't make a
Currently
difference.
working on Project McFly. Was that the one you said you were helping someone migrate from their web provider or their web designer or whatever it was company? Or is this a different project? No, so I picked that as a different project. What's Project McFly? Good thing about PHP. Anything can be nullable. Check the nulls and everything. The new calculator slash new programming language you're developing with Python. So it's essentially a new library, right? Or for Python or